Hello, my name is Akshay and today I'll be presenting my project on apartment management system using R and SQL. Real estate has always been my passion, a dream inspired by my father. After gaining experience in the corporate world, I aim to own an apartment complex someday. This vision motivated me to create a system designated to simplify apartment management by organizing data about tenants, payments, apartments, and maintenance. My project combines practicality with my future aspirations to own real estate. The ER diagram represents the database design for an apartment complex management system. It consists of four main tables: tenants, apartments, payments, and maintenance requests. First, apartments. Stored data about each unit, like apartment number, square footage, rent, amount, and lease status. Apartment number is the primary key here as it connects to other sources. Next, the tenants table captures details about each resident, including their name, contact information, and other apartment they occupy. Tenant ID is the primary key and the apartment number is the foreign key, linking back to the apartment table. This sets up a relationship, since one apartment can have multiple tenants over time. The payment table tracks rent payments made by tenants. It includes payment amount, date, and method. Each payment is tied to a tenant ID, creating another relationship from tenants to payments. Lastly, maintenance requests logs repair issues in apartments. Each request is linked to both tenant ID and apartment number, making it easy to see who submitted the request and where the issue occurred. In all, this structure lets us manage tenants, track payments, and monitor maintenance and relay everything back to the individual apartment, covering all core aspects of the property management system. When I first started working on the apartment management system, I had no idea how to connect a database. It felt overwhelming at first, and I wasn't sure how to approach it. But after watching a tutorial video, everything worked. I realized I could adapt the system to use SQLite in memory with R. The idea of switching to SQLite was very helpful. It's much portable and doesn't require setting up MySQL, which makes the whole process simpler and quicker to work with. Excited with this new opportunity, I dove right in. The first step was creating my tables, and that gave me an opportunity to structure how all the data would relate. I defined tables for tenants, payments, apartments, and maintenance. These are the everything that essential for managing an apartment complex efficiently. Once the tables were set up, I began inserting my data, carefully populating each table with realistic entries. I felt relieved to see that the database started to come together, piece by piece, helping make apartment owners' lives a little easier. Now, these are my normal functions. Function 1 shows tenants and apartments. This function displays tenant names along their apartment numbers, serving as a quick reference for property managers to keep track of occupants and their units. Function 2 join tenants and payments. By linking tenant details with payment records, this function creates a clear summary of payment history, including amounts and dates, ensuring accurate financial tracking for apartment complex managers. Function 3 calculating average payment per tenant. This function calculates the average rent payment for each tenant, offering valuable insight into payment trends and aiding revenue analysis. Here I go on to my new functions that I've recently discovered. Function 1. Days since requested. This function calculates the number of days it has passed since a tenant submitted a maintenance request. It displays the tenant's name, a description of the issue, and the time it has elapsed since the request date. This helps management prioritize urgent maintenance tasks and monitor pending issues effectively. Function 2. Concatenates payment info. This function generates a clear, concise payment summary. It combines information about the tenant's name, the payment amount, and the payment method into a single statement. This makes payment records easier to track and ensure financial information is presented in a user-friendly way. And lastly, function 3. Classifies rent amount. This function organizes apartments into pricing categories based on the rent amount. It labels apartments as expensive, moderate, or cheap. This can assist management in making informed decisions about pricing strategies with current market trends. This project has been an incredible learning experience. It showed me the potential hurdles a landlord might face in managing an apartment complex, but also how using a database system can ease those challenges. With efficient setup like this, property management becomes a little easier, helping create a smoother, more organized process for everyone. Thank you so much.